Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Sammy here at Sammy J Stitches, and this is another special video that is taking way too long to get to. Just work. So anyway, this is my 2021 finishes video. So if you followed along with my Finish the Stitch December, you have seen a lot of these. However, there were a few that I finished throughout the year, or if you didn't catch every Flossmas Finish That Stitch episode, then here's kind of a recap of all the finishes I had in 2021. Okay, so first is Thine is the Trick and the Treat. This is on a 32 count Jobelan in Changing Leaves from Under the Sea Fabrics. And here's what it looks like. All finished. I love the way it looks on this fabric. I'm going to try and fold it here. Make it a little easier for me to hold. I thought it turned out absolutely lovely. I finished this one. I started this one October 27th, 2019. And I finished it May 14th, 2020. I do believe there's a couple of fudges in there. I know there were several frogs because, especially with these, you can't exactly fudge them. But yeah, so that was my first finish of 2021. It's in May. All right. Next was my big finish for 2021, the one I was most excited for and working as hard as I could towards. It was my focus piece, so I worked on it all the time, every chance I got. So here is Anzac from Long Dog Samplers. Now, this one is my own creation. If you know Long Dog, you know that they pretty much chart monochromatically, maybe with a couple colors. This one was charted completely in one color. You know, it's a just 310, but that's, you know, you could pick, a lot of people pick silks or just one color, whatever. I decided to use Pattern Keeper and create the diagonals that you see. If a lot of Haid stitchers will stitch in a diagonal, so they use Pattern Keeper to create a 20 stitch diagonal or a 10 stitch diagonal, and I used it to create 20 stitch diagonals, except for a couple places like you'll see right here where I did only 10 stitch because I was just trying to blend a little better. Anyway, so I came up with the color palette from the red all the way to the pink and then back out again. And I absolutely love the way that it turned out. Just amazing. This is on 32 count Lugana in Reflection from Mystic Fabrics, and I thought it was a great fabric. It was wonderful to stitch on. I started this on April 20th, 2020, and I finished it September 11th, 2021. So that is my Anzac, which stands for Australia, New Zealand, Adore Cross Stitch, but they made cross stitch a K. I don't know. That's anyway. Okay, next we have, can I turn this sideways and maybe be able to read it better? There we go. Next I have Fall Pumpkin from Alexandra Adelaide. I started this one May 13th, 2019, and I don't have the finish date at the moment. I need to go and do some research. I think it was also sometime in September. I think I finished this in Anzac pretty close to each other. If not, then the beginning of October, but somewhere around that time frame. This one was originally charted in like orange and greens on a dark fabric. And I originally started that way, and I didn't like what I was doing. And then I got this fabric of the month from Leslie at Under the Sea Fabrics. This is Pele's Fire. It's a 32 count Jobelan, and it was just so gorgeous. I said, well, why don't I invert the colors, make the the fabric the vibrant, and then make the pumpkin in oranges, in blacks and grays. So I've got, I don't think I've got 310, 37.99. There's a dark brown in there somewhere, which I think is, what, 31? 33.71. And then, of course, the green for the leaf. So, oh, and then there's a silver, like these little silver accents. And I forgot what it is. Maybe like 762 or 8 something. Something like that. Anyway. So there is Fall Pumpkin from Alexander Adelaide. And did I say when I started it? Yeah. May 13th. It was a mania start one year. All right, next is Needleworker from Little House Needleworks. This was started June 8th, 2019. I believe it was for 24 hours of cross stitch. And I finished it October 22nd, 2021. I do know that Fall Pumpkin came between Anzac and Needleworker. I just don't know exactly where. I'm trying to find my finished photo. So here's this one. I did the DMC conversion, which is not great. Had I known a little bit more, I probably would have just picked my own colors. It's not bad. It's very muted. I think it all goes together well. I just probably would have picked more vibrant colors, particularly this brown right here. I just probably would have made it something a little sharper. So this is, I'm so sorry. I started June 8th, 2019. I finished it October 22nd, 2021. It is on a picture of this plus, but I don't remember which one. And it's not on here. The tag came off. So there's that. All right. Next, now we get into Finish That Stitch December. So if you followed me all month in December, you can stop here. You've seen it all. But if you want to recap, here we go. So the first one I finished, and I drove people crazy with this piece, because when I stopped stitching on this at one point during the year, I left 6 stitches on it to finish and finish that stitch December. So this is Eat, Sleep, Stitch, Repeat from Lori Holt. And this pattern was a gift from Heather, the Blessed Stitcher. She's so super sweet. Like, she offered to finish some stuff for me. So I sent her like 4 of my finishes. She fully finished them and sent me a pattern. Like, she's so sweet. So here it is. Eat, Sleep, Stitch, Repeat. These 2 are inverted because I don't know what I did when I first started stitching them, but it's fine. This is on a 28 count Lugana in Winter Sunset from Under the Sea Fabrics. And I have actually seen a Winter Sunset that looks just like that. I've got lots more fabric, so once I take this part off, I can fit something else on there. You will be seeing that fabric again very soon. All right, next was Time for God from Lizzie Kate. This one only needed like 30 something stitches. Oh, so Eat, Sleep, Stitch, I started December 15th, 2020 and finished December 1st, 2021. So here's Time for God from Lizzie Kate. It is on a 28 count Lugana in a colorway I don't remember from Under the Sea Fabrics, Opal Lugana. So I started this one May 27th, 2018 and finished it December 1st, 2021. Because like I said, I only need like this thing right here. That's all that I had left to finish it up. All right. I think that's it. sometimes my brain just stops, and I was like, there's this list of stuff I want to tell you, like the start date, the end date, the fabric. I don't know. My brain just stops working. All right. Next is Love from Ravaris. I started this one December 1st. That's upside down. December 1st, 2020, and I finished it December 2nd, 2021. So just about a year. It should not have taken that long. I don't focus a lot on my smalls. That's just how I am. I did have to do some converting because this fabric, which is gorgeous, this is a 32 count Lugana in Ruby from Silkweaver or Zweigart. I bought it at Silkweaver, but I think it's his Zweigart fabric. So these hearts right here were this color exactly. I mean, exactly. So I turned them into like a light lavender to kind of match with these other colors that are on here, and to be bright against the dark red fabric. But I absolutely love that. I love the navy against that ruby. It's great. All right. Next is I Solemnly Swear from Fiddlesticks AU. I don't know if this pattern is still available. I don't think so. But here is mine. And sometimes I just stick stuff in the middle of fabric for absolutely no reason, because I could have used some more of that fabric. But anyway, I Solemnly Swear I'm Up to No Good. This is on a 32 count linen 28 count linen in Knix from Under the Sea Fabrics. I had to get linen in order to get this depth and darkness and modeling that I absolutely adore and I felt was perfect. As soon as I saw the pattern, I knew exactly what fabric I needed to order. It's just, that's how it worked. I did this pattern when it was available, because I don't know that it's still available. It was available in 4 colorways, each of the houses. I got Gryffindor because that is how I test, is into Gryffindor. I did not, however, like the gold and red striped banner that went right here. So I put in purple, because these are my 3 favorite colors, red, yellow, and purple. So, and I changed it, instead of stripey, I made it like a gradient circular thing there. That was all me. And I had this one funky stitch in there and I left it. Whatever, it's fine. So this is I Solemnly Swear I'm Up to No Good. And I started that one, my phone went to sleep. I started it May 25th, 2019, and I finished it December 3rd, 2021. Next is Love Friends Home from Jardin Privé. God, I love this piece. This one was so much fun to stitch, and I love the way that it looks. It is on a 32 count Lugana in Unipoo from Mystic Fabrics, which is the most beautifully soft like, I don't know, cotton candy, but not overly, I don't know. It's just perfect. I love it. And I love this pattern on it. If there is ever a time when I have loved backstitching, this is it. Those vines, the little trails on the butterflies just make my heart so happy. Look at that little hedgie in the corner. This pattern was amazing to stitch. It was a market pattern from Jardin Privé. I love it so much. I'm almost disappointed I'm finished stitching it. So I started this one June 29th, 2020, and I finished it December 4th, 2021. So it is so amazing. So cute. All right. Next, let's see. We've got, I have this on my whip list as BK Monthly, because Britter Cup has a monthly series that I'm working on. I've only finished November, and this one's December's, but it's called Waiting for Santa. It's super cute. So that was my next finish. This is on a 32 count Lugana in Ivory from Zweigart. And I started this May 10th, 2020 and finished it December 4th, 2021. I was supposed to frame this immediately and put it on the wall for Christmas. My daughter and I even went and bought a frame, and I never got around to it. So, bad mom. Bad mom. All right. Next is Tired Trio from Plum Street Samplers. And here it is. It's one of the Plum Street stacks. I also have Raccoon Rebel over here. I'm probably going to put a few more on this fabric. I just bought Polar Pack, so maybe it won't go on this fabric because the white, but I did buy it. Okay, so there's Tired Trio. I did a little bit of converting here only because I wanted to use, like, this flower is one of my Victorian mottos. The green might be too. I just kind of wing it with these patterns because they're so easy to do that with. You're like, I need a green. Pick a green off the wall, you know? Especially if, to get it slightly variegated. I mean, there's some variegation in those leaves. You can see it. So, super cute. I do believe this color is the Gentle Arts that was called for. So, that is Tired Trio. This is on a 32 count, right? 32 count Lugana in Fog from Picture This Plus. Yeah. And I started it, Tired Trio, May 8th, 2020, and I finished it December 5th, 2021. So one of my plans for this year, and this is totally not for this video, but I'm going to say it anyway. So I'm working on Raccoon Rebel. If I finish Raccoon Rebel, I will immediately start one of the other ones. I'm going to constantly have one of these on the go. I have a few of those types of plans in place where, like my Kitty Me designs, when I finish it, sorry, it's not in this pile, I will be starting the next one. All right, next is Buttercup. I think the pattern is Pretty Pets 3, maybe? Anyways, called Punk. Oh, that's the back. Probably one of the neatest backs you will ever see from me. And it's not that neat, but it's one of my neatest. It says, "What you looking at, Punk?" And it's a cat and a dog. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. So, this is on a 32 count Lugana in, I don't remember the name of the color. It's a Zweigart fabric. It was part of a, like a sampler pack that I got. It had 4 or 5 of these little cut pieces in different colors. I started this one, scroll up, December 28th, 2020, and finished it December 7th, 2021. These stitch up really fast. I could probably do them in a day or two. Like I said, I don't really focus on my smalls all that well. All right, next we have Irony from Hands On Design. I already had one of these completed prior to 2021. So this was my next finish. It's Irony, the opposite of wrinkly. Love it. Okay, I started this one May 17th, 2020, and finished it December 7th, 2021. This is on a 32 count Lugana, no, 32 count Jopalin? No, Lugana in Storm from Picture This Plus, I believe. I got it on 1, 2, 3 stitch. Already cut and perfect size. Yeah. All right. Next, where are we at? Winter from Rosewood Manor. I started this one December 7th, 2020, and finished it December 11th, 2021. And it's tiny. This is going to go in a frame absolutely perfectly without a lot of work or effort. It is on a 32 count Lugana in Angel's Bliss, I believe, from Silk Weavers. So there is that one. And it came with the charted colors. I believe I have not sent out that pattern yet because December has gotten away from me. So to whoever won it, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay, next is Lovely Home from Country Cottage Needleworks. I started this one December 22nd, 2020 and finished it December 12th, 2021. It is on a 40 count linen in Apollo from Under the Sea Fabrics. Done 1/1. And it's super lovely. I like that. It's very nice. So, all right, next is Your Celebrations February. This is from Hands On Design. I have January finished. Now I finished February. So this is, I'm going to need to start March soon. Maybe in March. What do you think? I started this one December 15th, 2020 and finished it December 13th, 2021. It is on a 32 count Lugana in Brash from Picture This Plus. So there is February. Next, I finished January Wordplay from With Thy Needle. I started this one October 1st, 2020 and finished it December 17th, 2021. So there is January Wordplay. This is on a 28 count Monaco coffee tea dyed by myself. You can tell with that. And I actually have May on the other side from a previous year finish. So I need to get another one of these started too. Though I have May, June, and January finished. So I need to get another one pulled out 1 month this year. Next, I have Owe Them All from Erica Michaels. I started this one May 23rd, 2019 and finished it December 13th, 2021. It says, we don't know them all, but we owe them all. This was a kit on a gauze. That was not going to happen. So I put it on 28 count Lugana in Anubis from Under the Sea Fabrics, which I think went so perfectly with the colors. Also, these white stripes are a specialty stitch on the pattern. I just converted it to cross stitch. So I like it. I like it a lot. All right, next we have I've at this point I forgot to write down finished dates. It's sometime in the month of December. Next I finished You People. This was an Etsy design. I don't think the designer put their name on the chart, which is why I don't remember it. I started this one August 29th, 2020. And I finished it this past December. Yeah, so this is You People. It's so cute. Lexi will be really excited when I can frame that. And in fact, I may be able to do that this week. Just pop it in a frame for her. All right, what time is it? Okay, I've got just a couple more minutes. All right, next I have Leaves of Change by Tell and Emblem. And let me tell you, I think that title is wrong. I think it's Leaves of Love, Clematis. I don't know why I've been calling it Leaves of Change all this time. I have no idea. It is on a 32 count linen in Black Forest from Picture This Plus. This is a double dyed fabric. It's dark. It's a dark navy color. Oh my goodness. I was looking for something very close to black because when I saw this pattern stitched at StitchCon, that's where I bought the pattern. It was on a dark fabric and it popped against the dark fabric. So I was like, I've got to do that. But then I went to my LNS and this is the only option I had if I wanted dark fabric, unfortunately, because I don't like linen. And it did cause me like 2,472 headaches, but here it is. And you know what? That was part of something I meant to have for y'all today was stitch counts, and I forgot. So here we are. All right. So this is Tell and Emblem. There's a little metal piece button thing that will attach here that says Tell and Emblem. I think they said there's always one Krynic, so this sleeve is in Krynic, and there's always one specialty thread, which honestly I think is one of these purples, so like not really worth the cost, but yeah. So this is Leaves of Change. I started this April 29th, 2020, and finished it this month. Or in December. We're not in December anymore. All right, next we have Loads of Fun. This is technically the final pattern in this series. That's upside down. This is on 32 Count Storm Lugana, picture this plus. But there was a mystery pattern where you got one piece of it in each one of these patterns that I still have to do. So I'm still not done with the series, but I'm done with the 3 patterns you purchase. It's just the freebie that I haven't done yet. So, and I started that one December 14th, 2020. Finished it this last month. All right, and last but certainly not least, because I almost wasn't sure I was going to get to finish it, is Sugar Cookies from the Cricut collection. I started this one March 19th, 2020, and I'm pretty sure I finished it like the 27th of December. Because I worked on Rainbow, no, maybe the 28th of December. I worked on Rainbow while I was out of town, and we were out of town the 29th through the new year. So this one had to have been done either the 27th or 28th. So this is Sugar Cookies, and this is the other half of that fabric, the Winter Sunset from Undersea Fabrics that you saw Eat Sleep Stitch on. So I cut it like this because I was doing this, and I was going to use the other side for one of these, but then the colors just didn't work, and so I threw it in my stash and then pulled it out for Eat Sleep Stitch later. So I started this one March 19th. Yeah. All right. So that is my finishes for 2021. Let's see. That is 22 finishes in 2021. So at least one with one to grow on for each year, or for each, you get it, like 21 finishes and 21 plus one to grow on. All right, I'm gonna put this back in here because Raccoon Rebel is still an active whip. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you're new here, welcome. I hope some of these finishes interested you and you'll go check out some other videos on the channel, or at least stick around and see me put out a weekly video very, very soon. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back week after week. I truly appreciate y'all. And yeah, that's it for this week, or for this video, this special video. Happy stitching, and I'll talk to you soon.